Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Review and a Text. So you probably have already seen my video about the good things about the iPhone 10, and this was the promised video after that about the flaws of this phone. So let's just get into it. First things first, I don't know if this is a common thing or it's just me, but coming from an iPhone 5S, holding this phone is a disaster. It's honestly really hard to hold. It's too large. Now the screen is amazing, but it's a bit too long and wide. It's not too wide, but it is too long. Therefore, if I'm trying to reach up for something up here, unless I use reachability, I will definitely lose control of the phone. And for a phone that is glass both sides, you don't want to drop it. Next, is the fact that it's basically too expensive. So that's important to note that you can live without many of the features that this phone offers. So the price is one of the factors that we always take into account when reviewing these items because it should be worth. Yes, there are features, but are these features matching the price? Well, in this case, Apple went a little bit too far on the price. Now, another thing is Face ID. Now, Touch ID was developed pretty well, and even when it was a new system, it would work flawlessly. Well, not quite flawlessly, but it would work at least 2 out of the 3 times I tried. But it is really hard to unlock this phone. I've tried a few times now to unlock it. And one of the issues with it is that it needs to be directly faced when you open it. And it should be faced by you. So sometimes it just can't read your phone if it's too close or too far, even if you are facing it, which is quite a hassle because now I have to type in this 6-digit passcode. I'm not used to that. I used to just scan my finger. So that's one thing. If you guys are wondering whether or not the Face ID actually works, yes, it does, but there are certain issues that cannot be fixed simply because of physical features that it needs to receive the light, and scientifically it's impossible to do it any other way. So that's with that. About the weight of it, that's pretty much it. It doesn't really have that many flaws, but those three things are really important because they slow down your productivity throughout the day. I, for one, don't want to drop this phone regardless of anything because of its price, and the fact that I can't hold it confidently is something, and it's a little bit too heavy, to be honest. I was told that it's gonna be heavier than the older model, so that would be the iPhone 7. But I wasn't expecting it to be heavier than the 5S and a lot of older phones, but that's probably because the 5S body was much smaller. This just on the first try when you lift it, it's a little bit heavy, but you will get used to it. It kind of feels substantial afterwards, but it's not a deal breaker. Honestly, to me, the most important portion is whether or not Face ID works for you. Also, keep in mind that the OLED display has this thing that it's a part of the display's natural thing that it happens. It's nothing to do with Apple. All OLED displays do that. That there are burn-ins that when you display a certain color for a specific amount of time, after that your display might have like show some signals through that color and basically turn into that color. They call it the burn-ins, and you need to keep that in mind. And if you are planning to buy this phone to use it for many years, that's one of the things that, because Apple did mention it, they probably won't cover in their warranty. So you might want to keep that in mind. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want me to make more of these, please let me know in the comment, and please subscribe. See you next time. Peace.